Architecture is more than just bricks and mortar. It's a language. Buildings speak to us, telling stories of the past and present. They reflect the beliefs, technologies, and aspirations of the people who built them. Across centuries and continents, architectural styles have evolved dramatically. From the classical orders of ancient Greece to the sleek lines of modern skyscrapers, each style has its own unique character. This journey through architectural history will take us from the Colosseum in Rome to the soaring heights of Dubai. We'll explore the evolution of design from the grandeur of Baroque palaces to the eco-friendly innovations of sustainable architecture. Along the way, we'll uncover the stories behind these remarkable structures. We'll see how they shaped our world and continue to inspire us today. So let's begin our exploration of the fascinating world of architecture, where every building has a story to tell. Get ready to see the world in a whole new light, appreciating the structures that surround us and the ingenuity behind their creation. Let the journey begin. Our journey begins in ancient Greece and Rome, the birthplace of classical architecture. This style, with its emphasis on order, balance, and harmony, has influenced Western architecture for centuries. Think of the Parthenon in Athens, a masterpiece of classical design. Its iconic columns, perfectly proportioned facades, and sense of timeless elegance embody the spirit of this enduring style. Classical architecture was defined by its use of mathematical principles and geometric forms. Columns, in particular, played a crucial role. They were not merely decorative, but served as the structural backbone of these impressive buildings. The Greeks developed three main architectural orders: Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian, each with its distinct style of column. These orders, along with other classical elements like pediments and friezes, became the building blocks of Western architecture. From grand temples to civic buildings, classical architecture conveyed a sense of power, permanence, and sophistication. Its influence can still be seen in countless structures today, from government buildings to museums and even private homes. As the Roman Empire declined, a new architectural style emerged in Europe. Gothic architecture, born in the Middle Ages, was a radical departure from the classical ideals of balance and restraint. It was a style driven by spirituality and a desire to connect with the divine. Imagine stepping into a Gothic cathedral. Your eyes are drawn upwards towards the soaring vaulted ceilings. Light pours through intricate stained glass windows, illuminating the space with a kaleidoscope of colors. Pointed arches, rib vaults, and flying buttresses, innovations of Gothic engineering, made these towering structures possible. Gothic architecture was more than just a technical achievement. It was an artistic triumph. Sculptures, carvings, and stained glass windows transformed cathedrals into magnificent works of art, narrating biblical stories and inspiring awe in the beholder. From the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris to Westminster Abbey in London, Gothic architecture left an indelible mark on the landscape of Europe. It stood as a testament to the ingenuity and artistry of medieval craftsmen, a style that continues to inspire wonder and awe to this day. Section 4. Renaissance architecture, a rebirth of ideas. The Renaissance, which began in 14th century Italy, marked a renewed interest in classical art and architecture after the medieval period. Renaissance architects sought to revive the principles of harmony, proportion, and balance that characterized ancient Roman buildings. They studied classical ruins, measured ancient proportions, and incorporated these elements into their designs. One of the most iconic examples of Renaissance architecture is the Duomo in Florence, Italy, with its majestic dome designed by Filippo Brunelleschi. This dome became a symbol of the Renaissance spirit, showcasing the era's innovative engineering and artistic brilliance. Renaissance architects like Donato Bramante, Leonardo da Vinci, and Michelangelo were not just builders, they were artists, mathematicians, and engineers. They pushed the boundaries of design, creating buildings that were both beautiful and functional. Renaissance architecture spread throughout Europe, influencing palaces, churches, and public buildings, leaving behind a legacy of balanced proportions, elegant facades, and a renewed appreciation for the classical world. This period set the stage for the Baroque era, which would take these classical influences in a more dramatic direction. Section 5. Baroque architecture, the power of drama. Following the Renaissance, Europe embraced a new architectural style that was far more theatrical and elaborate, the Baroque. Emerging in 16th century Italy, Baroque architecture was a deliberate departure from the restrained elegance of the Renaissance. It was a style designed to evoke emotion, awe, and a sense of drama. Imagine standing before the Trevi Fountain in Rome, one of the most celebrated examples of Baroque architecture. The fountain's dynamic facade, adorned with sculptures of mythical creatures and cascading water, embodies the Baroque's love of movement and grandeur. Baroque buildings often featured opulent decorations, intricate carvings, dramatic curves, and an interplay of light and shadow. This style was about creating a sensory experience, overwhelming the viewer with its richness and complexity. From St. Peter's Square in Rome to the Palace of Versailles in France, Baroque architecture transformed cities into grand stages, reflecting the power and splendor of the church and the monarchy. It was a style that celebrated extravagance and left a lasting impact on the architectural landscape of Europe.